such a good boy. Hello everyone, welcome to KindaTV Live with me, your friendly neighborhood Natasha, and this special guest, Charlie. I was told that there is a 30-second delay, so I'm actually talking to you from the future right now. As some of you know, we have done YouNow events and Periscopes here at KindaTV, but we've never done a YouTube live event. So we thought that we would be guinea pigs right now and test the waters and see how it works with a little Q&A and a little challenge with me. So I asked you to send me questions using the hashtag KindaAskNat, and I'm gonna try to answer as many questions as I can. We've got about 30 minutes allotted here, so I'm gonna try to answer your questions. Charlie, he's having a time. Charlie, come here. Like, nope, I don't care about you at all. Charlie, the people want to see you. Come here. No, doesn't listen to his mother at all. Terrible dog owner, terrible. Charlie, come here, Papas. Yeah, good boy. He's a good boy. Oh, no, he's not interested in answering questions. He's very, very camera shy. So I'll just get right to it. This question comes from Book Film Fan. What is the weirdest dream you've ever had? Last night I dreamt that I went to see a fortune teller in Chinatown on Christmas Day, and it was a little snowy. It's not very weird, but that's the most recent dream I remember. I also have like the most useless psychic powers ever, because I did dream about Brangelina, and then the next day it was announced that they were getting divorced, which is kind of weird because I never really put too much thought into Brangelina. Or one time I had a dream that my mom dyed her hair platinum blonde and cut it into a bob with like teal tips. Very strange. Next day went to lunch and my friend just got that exact haircut. Psychic, crazy, the most useless psychic ever. Those are my dreams. That makes me sound crazy. Okay, this question's from Nat Lisa's. Where would you go if you could travel in a time machine? 1960s New York, I think. Lots of great music, great art, a lot of political action at the time. I think it was just a really neat, exciting time. Amy Fairy Lights asks, how have you changed as a person since high school? You know, it's funny because in your teenage years and early 20s, I think I always describe them as dog years because they say that a dog is like 7 years for every year. Because I think you experience so much life. So I've gone through, you know, a lot of different phases and tried new things and different styles and experimented, and I still hope that I change constantly because it's important to grow that way. But I think I'm not that much different than I was in high school. I think, you know, my ability to reason and maybe be a bit more patient is better than it was in high school. And I'm also a little bit less uptight in high school. I was definitely very serious and very shy and very studious. And, ooh, Charlie's getting into something. Charlie! What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? Charlie, come here. Come here. Just, no, come here. Causing trouble. Yeah, I think I'm less shy and a little less uptight in a way. I was very hard on myself and very academic. Whoa, Alicia asks, if you could go anywhere in the world for free, where would you go? Currently, I think the first place I would want to go is Japan. I think the culture and food and art is so interesting. I love the history, and the culture is just so vastly different from North American culture. So I'd want to, you know, go as far as possible and experience something as different as possible. Yeah, that would be great. And also, my family was a host family for international students growing up, so I've had the opportunity to live with a lot of Japanese people, and they were all really rad. So I'd have so many people from my childhood to visit if I went there. We grew up I grew up relatively poor and we couldn't afford to travel, so my parents brought the world to us, and it was really important to them that we experience different cultures. And yeah, I think that would be the first place I would go. But I would love to go as many places as possible. Rumthing Sandom, I see what you did there, asks, what's one thing you could not survive without? I would have to say art and creation. This is really corny, but there's a line in a song from Rent that says the opposite of war isn't peace, it's creation. And I really believe in that. I could not live without creative outlets or art. Can you imagine the world without art? No, because it's everywhere. I'm gonna butcher this. Kishara's Moon asks, what would be your dream tattoo? I have a few different ideas. I always said that I would get a tattoo after my first really big job that sort of changed my career. So I'd love to get maybe something that represents the fangs that you never see in Carmilla. I think that would be really neat. I also said that when I was out of the service industry for a while that I might, oh, look at that, Charlie. This was the worst idea. I know a lot of you requested him, and I was like, sure, I'll bring him in. Nope, he's so rambunctious. Getting into trouble, just like his mom. But I always thought it'd be neat to get like the outline of a latte leaf, and also this word sprezzatura, which is the Italian word for the art of nonchalance, or to do something with great skill and craft and make it appear effortless. I think that's really cool that there's one word for that whole grand concept, and it would be really neat to get maybe a friend who's an illustrator to draw that. But alas, I have commitment issues, and I'm an actor, so I can't really get anything too crazy. Jampo asks, what is one of the best / funniest moments you've had while working on set? If you haven't seen it yet, there are some Carmilla season 3 bloopers, and there was a time when Elise, my co-star, and I farted at the same time. And our poor co-star, Caitlin, was trapped in a cloud of fart clouds. That was pretty funny. Marija asks, what makes you happy? I love this question because it's so simple, but I was thinking about this the other day, and obviously the thing I love to do more than anything else in the world is act and be an actor. But I was thinking about the things that I value and make me happy, and they are, working at a farmer's market. I still do that. I sell pies, and I love getting my hands dirty. I love volunteering at the Center for Addiction and Mental Health and teaching improv to kids there. I love playing softball and hanging out with my dog and walking him and all of these sort of simple things that I actually really value and would never want to give up. And those are things that really make me happy. Alicia Edwards, 16, asks, how did you find out you got the part of Carmilla? I had, I think, 3 or 4 auditions for the role of Carmilla. They really put me through the loops. So I was, or through hoops? That's the way it said. Yeah, they put me through many hoops. So I was really nervous that I didn't get it. I knew that I was like 99% cast, but I didn't get the official word until I got a call from Steph, our producer. And I was really so sick to my stomach at the time. I had the flu for like a whole weekend because I think my body just crashed after having all those crazy weeks of auditions. So it was like the best news I could have ever gotten, and it was really exciting. Not to Shot 01 asks, if you could be one age forever, what age would you choose? I think that my best years are ahead of me, and I'm still quite young, so I don't know that I can choose an age yet, because who knows what the future holds. Slake the Ache asks, which L Word character are you most like? A lot of the characters on the L Word are not the most empathetic characters, so I hope I'm not really like any of them. Maybe Carmen would be similar to me. I mean, she's a DJ, she likes music, she's pretty loyal. And then they also had a follow-up question of which L Word character would I date? Maybe Tasha. Yeah. Where am I? Gaga's Unicorn 5 asks, do you believe in past lives? If so, who do you think you were in the past? I have some fairly wacky spiritual beliefs, but I'm also very scientific and a bit of a skeptic, so I never like fully believe in something. I consider myself agnostic, but I'm open to the possibility of past lives. I did see a psychic once who told me that I have always been a public figure and or royalty in past lives, and that I'm a very old soul. I think that I've been a woman many times because I feel very connected to being female, and sort of have these like maternal instincts. But yeah, she said that I was royalty in a past life, and that this life I have to earn where I am. So, bummer. Wicked Apes asks, do you like being called Nat? Fun fact, I don't really. There you have it. My username is Nat Vanlis because it just kind of looked cooler, and Natasha Negovanlis was too long for Twitter, and I guess it's easier to spell. The only person close to me that calls me Nat is Annie, and for some reason I don't mind when it comes from her. That's the only person close to me that calls me that. Sometimes people will like shout, Nat, Nat, like across the room, and I don't answer because that's not my name. But I'm getting used to it. People started calling me Nat in like the past 4 or 5 years, actually. And I think it's very telling that I went like 22 years with nobody abbreviating my name, and then, my internet generation, very lazy. Suddenly people started calling me Nat. It's weird. That's my theory on that. Pretty Sexy G. Would you like to play the protagonist or antagonist? Antagonist, always. I've always identified with antagonists and villains, and when I was a kid, I always wanted to play the evil queen instead of the princess. Shipping is my 0 or O. Would you like to live abroad for a while, or are you fine staying in Canada? At the moment, I really enjoy being in Canada. I'm gonna have some coffee. But I think as long as I could bring Charlie with me, I would love to live abroad at some point. I think that experiencing other cultures and getting a new perspective on the world is so important, and I would absolutely love to. Elise Pupman, if you could guest star on any TV show, what would it be? I think currently it would be Winona Earp. That would be really cool. So, hello, Emily. We met once. I know you want to put me on your show, right? Wink, if you're listening. That would be cool. Yeah, I like the way that she writes her female characters and has awesome queer plot lines, so that would be super rad. Book film fan. Ooh, again, lucky you. Do you regret more not having done something or having done something? I try to live without regrets because I think everything in life is a lesson. However, I think I'd regret not doing something more. Like, I never want to live with the regret of like, I wish I had done that, or I should have tried that. I think you just have to go for it. So, and hopefully, I'd like to think I conduct myself in a fairly kind way. So hopefully I don't have regrets. I don't have any that I can think of at this moment. Sometimes I regret throwing away like sentimental things. Maybe that's a regret I would have. Call Me Annie says, when did you write your first song and what was it about? The first song I remember writing, I was like 5 years old and my mom was bagging pork chops to put in the freezer, and it was like, there was a little doggy whose tail would wag. He ate a pork chop, but not the bag. Oh, it was one pork chop, one pork chop, one pork chop in a bag, in a bag. It was a country song. Yeah, that was the first song I remember writing. And then I also wrote a piano song when I was like 10, and I had this awful piano teacher who told me I couldn't title the song because it was like a gibberish word, like what I wanted to title it. And she was like, I think you should call it Stormy Night. So the little like nerd / like asshole that I was got a thesaurus and called it Eventide Tempest, because those are synonyms for Stormy Night. Yes, I was rebelling. This was also a piano teacher who told me that I shouldn't wear black nail polish. And I remember being like, this is not affecting the way I'm playing. Maybe that's why I don't really play anymore. I've been scarred with bad teachers. What else? Oh, Gaylocked says, would you rather only scream or whisper for the rest of your life? Whisper for sure, because if I screamed all the time, I wouldn't be able to sing, and I feel like I'm not a very loud person to begin with, so whisper for sure. Jurgis Wife 2 says, did you ever think about having a music career instead of acting? Yes, that was my initial plan. Acting worked out first. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I had my first music lesson when I was 7 and dedicated my whole life to studying classical music quite seriously. So yeah, that was sort of the plan, but I realized I wanted to be telling stories, and I love acting, so yeah, I think you can do both, absolutely. Guiding_moon says, would you prefer to have a dog sled ride across the snow or go on a safari and see loads of different animals? Safari for sure, not a big fan of snow. Dog sledding would be very cool though. Those dogs are very, very well trained and fascinating. Their dynamics and their little kennels are pretty interesting. But I want to see a lot of different animals. I think that would be awesome. Gaylocked, oh man, some of you are lucky, you get more than one question. What's the first song that comes up on your phone when you put it on shuffle? Let's see, I like how I've just been holding this coffee cup, not drinking it, like this whole time. I'm gonna have some coffee now. There are a lot of questions to get through. Okay. I actually don't have any music on my phone because I use Spotify. If only this was sponsored by Spotify, that would be awesome. Hey, I use Spotify. That's not an ad. But I have some playlists that I made. I like curating playlists for different things. So let's see what comes up when I hit Autumn Dreams and put it on shuffle. It's Gypsy, Fleetwood Mac. No surprises there, I'm sure. Okay. Diz 3-star asks, would you rather live in the 60s or in the future around 2120? Wow, this is gonna get dark. I'm like, provided there's still a world in 2120 and humans still exist, I think I'd like to go there. As much as if I could time travel, I would love to go to the 60s in New York. It was a terrible time for women's rights and racism, and people had to be in the closet, and there were so many not good things about that era. So I hope that I could go to the future. Oh, Charlie just barfed, like a lot. Oh no, Papa. Oh no, come here. Oh, your breakfast. Come here, Papa. Come here. Oh no. Oh, come here. Come here. Charlie, come here, it's okay. He's looking at it like he wants to eat it. Maybe I'll tweet a picture out later. No, you don't want to see my dog's vomit. That's weird. Oh yeah, it's a big, Oh, it's okay. It's with Auntie Paige right now. Oh, he's not feeling well. I think he just got way too excited at the office. He's like the happiest, friendliest dog in the world, and he just got really excited. I feel really bad that someone else is cleaning up my dog's bar for me right now. Ooh, Z or Z list, celebrity life, right here. Someone else cleans up your dog vomit for you. Poor guy. Is he okay? Okay. I'm really torn right now. Yeah, so I think in the future, everyone will be queer and slightly olive colored because we'll all be mixed, and soon, I think that'd be great. Good future. That's my hope for the future. Karan Draka asks, do you like Christmas? No, I don't. I really, truly don't. I'm a Grinch. It's my least favorite holiday. I love giving gifts to people. I love buying presents for people, but like for random occasions, it's just not my favorite holiday. I'm not Christian and I don't get it. Sorry. Alicia Edwards 16. Oh, Yeah, so I think when I have a family of my own, I'm just going to celebrate winter solstice with them. Yeah, the good pagans we are. Wow, Mark, I'm really sorry. It's a lot of vomit. I think he got way too excited.
He's okay.
Sorry, this is probably not interesting for any of you.
They're asking if he's okay.
They're asking if he's okay? I think he's okay. Well, yeah, he's snuggling up to Paige right now. He babysits him sometimes, so he seems pretty happy. Well, I'll send that picture out after. Thank you for asking, though. I think he just got way too excited. He was just so excited. He got stage fright. He's nervous about being on camera. Alicia Edwards 16 asks, how do you go from goofy Natasha to broody Carmilla in less than a second? I don't. It takes a bit of mental preparation to flip-flop. One Doremi asks, have you ever developed feelings for a co-star? No, I have not. Other than feelings of friendship, I like to keep it profesh, and I try not to date actors, because we're lunatics. Sometimes I do, but really try not to. I love this username. Beefy Bauman asks, which dead music artist would you bring back for one final concert? Freddie Mercury, 100%. I think we all wish Freddie Mercury was still alive. Brilliant performer and singer, and that would just be such an incredible thing to witness. Zed Bogus asks, how did you get into acting? It's funny, I was a really shy kid and I always used to wear costumes around my house, and I used to go to like summer school and summer camps for drama ever since I was like 7 years old, so it's just been a part of me my entire life. And then I sang in professional children's choirs, and we got to be the chorus in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and that was the first time I got to be like on a stage in any musical, and I was about 11, and I remember the scrim coming up and the music starting, and I just thought, this is where I want to be forever. So yeah, music kind of led me into acting, I guess I'd say. And then my folks really wanted me to finish high school. It was really important for them that I did, and they didn't want me to have an agent until I was an adult. And then one day I was in opera school and I was sitting around thinking, man, I'd love to be on this show, or I'd love to do that. And then I said, why are you sitting around? Just do it. So I said, I'm gonna get an agent. And 2 weeks later I did. And the rest is history. Dun 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 dun. Black Cat Jr. 13 asks, what TV shows are you watching currently? Binge any lately? This is super embarrassing, but I just binge watched 3 seasons of Skin Wars. It's a body painting competition, just like weird, bad reality TV. It's fascinating and incredible art. I just thought it was really fun to watch. It was great. So embarrassing. I can't believe I said that. My lips are really dry right now. It's really dry in my condo and really cold in Canada right now. And I woke up and they were all just like, I woke up and my lips were like bleeding. It's disgusting. Nobody wants to kiss me right now. Klexa_cream puff asks, what do you do when you're having a bad day? I'd love to, give advice and say the things that I do, but I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I stay in bed and I sleep the day away. More often than I'd like to admit. I do suffer from depression and anxiety, and it's awful. And when I do that, I just feel worse. So I'm trying to not do that, and trying to exercise now. I think going out for walks or jogs is really helpful. But also creating things when I'm having a bad day. I find like painting very meditative, and also just surrounding myself with people that I love and trust. But yeah, sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I wallow in that bad day, and it's not healthy, but I do it. And I think the most important thing is to just stay active, because you're just going to feel worse if you do that, as much as it feels good in the moment. Judo asks, if Carmilla had not happened, what would you be doing right now? I perish that thought, because who the heck knows? hopefully doing another show, probably doing bad children's theater still, maybe serving. Who knows? I'd like to think that I'd, be working on something else, but Carmilla has absolutely changed my life in a multitude of ways, and I cannot imagine my life without it. So, Logan792 asks, when will we see more awesome web series? If you mean on KindaTV, I know that there are tons of things coming up, but I don't run the programming, and I'm not in charge of that, so I'm not sure, but I was recently in a web series that hopefully will come out soon. I'll be directing 2 episodes of a web series in the new year, and yeah, I think there are some neat things coming out on the channel. I've heard little birdies talking around the office that hopefully you'll enjoy, but unfortunately that stuff's out of my control. Ninja Bunny for Life asks, on a scale of 1 to seriously can't wait, how excited are you for the movie? Seriously can't wait. So excited. It's wild to think that this little web series is becoming a movie, and I really appreciate everyone who's been supporting it so far. Hopefully we can make the movie of our dreams, and yeah, I'm excited. Casadilla11 asks, if you could be any dog in the world, what kind of dog would you be? I would be a scrappy mutt, like I am in real life. Nia Suzento. Okay, I'm sorry. That one thing you always wanted to have as a kid but never got. Every year I wanted a Calvin and Hobbes comic book, and I never got one. Nightingale and Mia, what was opera school like? When I first got to opera school, I was really excited. Only 7 people in the world got into my program that year. Hashtag humble brag. Sorry, that made me sound like a jerk. But it's true. I was really proud. It was a big accomplishment. It wasn't really the right program for me. It was very strict, very rigid, very formulaic, very much the ballet of the music world. And yeah, I didn't get to take any other classes like really outside of music. I took like a drama English course and music marketing, which was like the best class. And I actually recently wrote to that professor because I learned so much. They're the reason I got Twitter, actually, was that music marketing class. So it was good, but being in Montreal was awesome in general. I made sure I did, oh, hello, you're back. How are you feeling? I made sure that I did theater and improv outside of school as well, and Montreal was such a rad place to be. Baron Bam asks, go-to dance move. Oh, now Charlie's all... I'm going to come back to that one because Charlie's all snuggled in. Aussie101 says, will Carmilla's big black cat come out in the movie? That would be really cool. I don't know. I'm not writing the movie, but I think that would be really cool. So, writers, that would be cool. Make it happen. I don't have that kind of power. Tears Don't Fall _2 asks, what would you be doing if you weren't acting or singing? It was very expected for most of my life that I would be in politics. I was sort of a pretty la at one point. That's right, people. Not just a pretty face. Believe it or not, I act like a dumbass, but yeah, it was expected that I was going to go to law school, I guess, after getting a Bachelor of Music. Weird. But to be honest, I think I'd be in social work or working with children if I wasn't doing that. You know, I'd rather make less money and help people. What else do I have here? There's so many questions. I'm trying to get to all of them. I don't know what time it is, but Nino Toivonen asks, when was the last time you tried something new? On Monday, I tried roller skating for the first time for a new role. It was really rad. I know how to ice skate and rollerblade, but I never roller skated before, and I had the most fun. Ebb and Flow 312 asks, what's your go-to my ass is broke meal? Just boiled eggs or eggs in any form. You can make eggs into a lot of different things. Miss Bobby Jenkins asks, have you ever had your ears stretched? Any other piercings? My ears have been unintentionally stretched once. I had earrings on and my ear just ate it. Just ate my stud, and I had to pull it out the other side. Super disgusting. But I don't have any other piercings. Maybe I get some more on my ears, I think would be cool. If I had Elisa's stomach, I'd get my belly button pierced. but I don't, and I'm too lazy to try. Ernestina10 asks, you seem to be very hardworking. How do you find the motivation for all of this? Be passionate about what you are doing. If I'm not passionate about what I'm doing and I don't have interest in it, I'm not actually that hardworking. But when I do love what I'm doing, yes, I am incredibly driven, incredibly focused, and I don't know, that comes within. Petra 3 Earner asks, what subject did you hate the most in school? Math, absolutely. There was a time when I was in the math club in the 8th grade, but no. After that, math. Space Odyssey asks, who were your last phone calls with? It's gonna be really embarrassing, I don't know. Steph Walknane, a production office for a TV show I'm working on, Annie Briggs, Dylan, our editor of Carmilla, production office again, my agent, production office, my agent. I have no friends. That's all. Lorena21 asks, would you rather burp glitter or fart rainbows for the rest of your life? Glitter is like the herpes of the theater world, so I would absolutely not want to burp glitter. That sounds terrible. Everybody knows I'm already a little gassy, so why not spread some joy and fart rainbows? That sounds great. Carm's twin asks, have you ever had a fangirl moment? Yes, I met Paul Sorvino, who was amazing, at New York Comic Con. I was signing boxes of tampons, and I looked over, and there he was, and I said, sir, I must shake your hand. Goodfellas is like my favorite movie, and I actually love a bunch of other films he's in as well. He's really great in Repo the Genetic Opera, this like, Charlie's like, pet me, woman. And also Mambo Italiano is a really fun film that he's in. It's an indie film, and it's a queer indie film that was shot in Montreal, and it's really fun. Jason Bobby 5 asks, does height/age matter to you in a relationship? Does height/age matter to you in a relationship? No, I don't think so. I tend to date people older than me, but I don't really have a type, and I don't know. I'm pretty short, so there aren't a lot of people shorter than me. I don't know. Devingly asks, what is your favorite part about improv? How was teaching it different from performing? My favorite part about improv is getting into my head and being goofy and working with the team and really challenging myself to listen to my scene partners. That's a really important part of playing. Teaching is really different. When I teach regular students, it's quite different than teaching the youth program that I teach, because it's a lot of people dealing with social anxieties and psychosis and things like that. So I have to be a lot more patient and understanding. If I'm teaching at a regular high school and someone's like, oh, I'm too cool, I don't want to go on stage, I'll be like, well, get your butt on stage. But for this one, sometimes I have to sort of like let people out, because I think it's like sit down and they, be more patient, and they don't always have to participate, because it's already like a huge feat that they even showed up to the class. And I think it's really awesome and really moving, and I leave like every session crying all the time. There were also a couple other questions that I got. Someone asked, KMVP asked, what do you imagine yourself doing in 10 years? I actually always hate these kinds of questions, because 5 years ago or 10 years ago, I would have never imagined myself sitting right here doing what I'm doing. I think it's important to set goals for yourself in life, and I always set goals at the beginning of the year for what I want to accomplish that year. But I also like to be open to what the universe is going to bring me and the journey that I'll go on. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that I'm still sustaining myself off creative work and making a difference in whatever small capacity I can. I think that would be really rewarding and really great. I mean, I guess in 10 years I'll be like almost 40. Okay. So maybe I'll have kids. Who knows? Becca Cast asks, were you naturally a gifted singer, or did you receive any vocal training? Thank you. That's really kind. I'm not the most gifted pop singer. When I do those karaoke challenges, the whole idea is that I'm taking your suggestions and singing songs that I'm not good at, like I'm not supposed to be good at those. The whole point is to sort of challenge and embarrass myself. My forte is classical music, and yes, I had a lot of training. But I don't know. I also just used to stand in the middle of my lawn singing "O Canada" over and over again when I was 3, and cars would stop and people were like, "Your kid can sing, put them in music lessons." So I think it was just something I was born to do. I think I have time for one more question because we want to play a little game with you all. Let's see. Leonie Abroad asks, how did you get your job at KindaTV or your roles like Carmilla? Roles like Carmilla, I have an agent, and then I go to auditions, and then I leave the audition and try to forget about it because casting is a mystery and you never know. And if you don't get cast in something, it doesn't mean you're not talented. It just means that maybe you didn't fit with the vision, or it could be as simple as like your hair color wasn't right. So yeah, I usually try to put that out of mind. Yeah, I just auditioned. For Carmilla, though, I called my agent because I saw the breakdown and I said, I really want to play this role. Can you please get me on an audition for it? Because I saw the breakdown and I thought it was a really interesting character that spoke to me. And yeah, my job at Kinda, I just showed a lot of initiative. I had actually pitched a bunch of web series that I had written, so I think I proved myself in that regard. And did some interviews for Mislabeled before, so I think just constantly showing that you're working and showing initiative is the best way to get jobs. You just have to hustle all the time and never stop working. Yeah, I think I tried to answer as many questions as I can. I'm sorry if I didn't get to yours. I did receive a lot of questions asking me if I could draw something. So I thought that I would play this game because for those of you who don't know, I do design these really childlike doodles for the KindaTV sticker packs, and we're going to give some away. So we're going to play a sort of Pictionary type game. I'm going to pull something out of this letter N mug, and then I'm going to draw it. I'm going to do 5 rounds. You have to guess what my drawing is by tweeting at me at KindaTV_, and the first person who gets the drawing correct will win a KindaTV sticker pack. So we'll send you a DM after and get your address and whatnot and do that. Thank you so much for watching this, though, by the way. It was definitely an experiment. We just wanted to see how this KindaTV live thing worked out, because it's going to give us a lot of ideas for ideas in the future of like live shows and things that we could do. So yeah, thanks for submitting all of your questions. It was really fun to answer them, and Charlie's a little less nervous to be on camera now. Hey, bud? You're not feeling well. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Yes, I did. Okay, just in case you missed this, tweet your answers at KindaTV_. Yes. Okay. So I guess the rules of Pictionary normally are that you can't use words. So you just have to. Oh, okay. Okay. This one is gonna be okay. I think that's pretty clear. Maybe he's pooping. Or she. What is it? This is very Canadian.
Okay, we have a winner.
We have a winner! Yay! Who is it? Oh, my lips hurt real bad. Lesbras and FRNZ?
Friends?
No, friends? Lesbras and friends. Lesbras and friends.
Less bros.
Les Bros and friends. Congratulations, you won a KindaTV sticker pack. I have nothing to wipe this board off with, I just realized. KindaTV, kinda doing things. Working on it. I could use Charlie. No, I would never do that. This does not work. Okay, let's see. I'd use my clothes, but I actually dressed like a human being for a change.
This one I'm trying to draw like open.
I have to draw open, that's so much harder. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, it's really like challenging to draw like open like this. It's that thing. Does that look like a thing? Uh-oh. It's so hard to draw, like, not looking at it.
We have a winner on set.
Charlie.
They're so fast.
Who won? They're fast? They're speedy? Who won? Who won?
There's. Oh God. I'm trying to find the first one who did it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll,
Okay.
we'll wipe that off. Hey, Charlie. Oh, the Bill 514, or like the V 514. Oh, you're from Montreal, I think. 514, right? Right? The V. Oh geez. Oh no. Okay. I don't know how to draw this one. Okay. Okay. Oh right, I have to show you. Okay. So la 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 la. This a person. There's a person, and they've got like these things, but also they're like, but then also there's like a, it's really hard to draw like this way to show you what it is. That's a, no, we can't tell.
Oh.
Ah! It's hard to draw like that.
We got a winner.
We got a winner. Oh, I realized I haven't been saying what all these things were. It was beaver, beehive, and pajamas, just in case you didn't get those. Laura's Hollis, congratulations. You won a KindaTV sticker pack. We've got 2 more to give away. So much dog hair on me. Story of my life. Hey, Charlie. Oh, I was supposed to show you all a dance move, my go-to dance move as well. Hang on. Charlie likes to dance. Okay. Oh. I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of like a, but then I like rotate arms. No, yeah, it's a good one. It's really chilly in here. So I have my jacket on. My fly's undone. I'm trying to hide it. I'm trying to hide the fact that it is. What's the next one? Okay. That'll be interesting. Charlie, what is it? Okay, I can't draw like this. Can I draw like one thing and then show them, and then one thing and show them? Okay, hang on. This isn't the thing, but this is the start of the thing. So, got that. But then, oh, it's furry. Oh, it's a furry one. And then it's got like, those things.
Oh, we got a winner.
It's a task. We've got a winner. I'm so glad that you are able to make these out, because he's a good boy. Who's a good boy? I got so many winners. I know. He's like, Can you knock 55? We've got one more to give away. Who's gonna be the last winner? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, Charles? This is such a weird experience. I like it though. Just talking to a camera. Talking live. Okay. Last one. Oh boy. Oh geez. Okay. Okay. So got like this little scenario set up here. And then I've got this thing with like oh, well, it's tricky. Is that what they look like? And then, oh, it's so hard to draw when you're facing out. Okay, but it's got this thing, and then like inside, there's like, nobody's gonna get what this is.
Oh,
We got one?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. You are brilliant.
Just fine.
What was the thing?
It's a pelican. Clearly. Katie Corbet, 98. Congratulations. Amazing. So you won a KindaTV sticker pack. So sorry, but thank you for participating to everyone who did. That's awesome. I hope that y'all didn't skip class to watch this. This will be out later, but thank you so much to everyone who submitted their questions as well. I'm so sorry if I couldn't get to all of them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching KindaTV. This was a really fun experiment, so hopefully now that we know it works, we can use this for some other rad shows. And yeah, if you liked this, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us know if this live thing is something you want to see more of. Because you never know what's going to happen when things are live. Now I'm going to go, give Charlie some more breakfast. Since he barfed it up. Keeping it kind of classy. That's how I do.
Oh.